Hey everyone, it's Famous back with that no redstone semi-automatic farm I was telling you guys about. So let's check it out. Here's our chest of items today. In case you guys wanted to see, this is definitely just a rough list because you can kind of do this any way you want to. You just have to follow the basics of what I'm doing. So I've got about 2 stacks of wood, 2 stacks of logs, because I'm actually going to use logs for the walls. You don't have to do that by any means. You could use slabs if you wanted, dirt with slabs. Um, you could use planks if you want to save on wood. You could use cobblestone, pretty much anything you want. As far as regular solid blocks on top of that, we've got about another 20 or so, 20 or so slabs, a hopper, 11 walls or fences, a gate, a trap door, a chest, a couple of water buckets. One would be fine if you really wanted to. I like having two, and then we'll throw down an infinite water source and be able to refill our buckets whenever we want to. And a few stacks of whatever seeds you want to go ahead and get this farm started with. If you don't have enough seeds, you can go ahead and start it, and just plant more seeds every time. So let's get into the build. All you're going to need for this is just 2 plots of land. Preferably, if you could find a little, one block drop like this, it's just going to benefit you a little bit more because we're going to need to drop down between our 2 plots. If not, no big deal. One thing I forgot to mention that I have in my hotbar here is some dirt. You will need some dirt, but more than likely you'll get that when you're digging out your farm. So, you don't really have to worry about that. So what we're going to do is our top plot is going to be 9 by 7. So the way water works in Minecraft is, for crops anyway, it will go out 4 blocks from the water source. So what we'll do is we'll put the water in the middle, and then we can go up to 4 blocks out in any direction. What I'm going to do is just throw down an infinite water source here in the back. That way we won't have to keep running for water. So if you have 2 buckets, I don't have any buckets left in the chest. Be right back. We've got our water buckets. And what you're going to want to do is, if you want to make a 2 by 2 infinite water source, is you put a bucket in this corner, or any corner you want. But then the second bucket has to go diagonal from that. So we start here, we end here. You can tell it's infinite because the water's calm and barely moving. You would see it flowing one direction or the other if it was not an infinite water source. So if you've messed it up, it's going to look something like this. And don't worry, you don't even have to run back and get more if you do this. See, you pick this one up and it goes away. So you just put it in the opposite corner, and there you go. Okay, so I'm just going to fill our buckets back up here from our new infinite water source, and we can be on our way to building. So I've already marked a corner of where I want my plot to start. So what I'm going to do is go in count these 1, 2, 3, 4. So this would be the water here, except I want to be in the middle from that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. The 5th one is going to be my water source. Just like that. Now what you can do, take yourself a slab. This also works with stairs and trapdoors. I like to use slabs and cover it up like that. So the water's still there, but you're not going to fall down into it. And what that's going to prevent you from doing is, say the water's like this, and you fall in the hole, you got to jump out. You jump out on your farm, and I'll just give you an example right here. You jump out on your farm, look what happens. You crush your farm. Don't want to do that. So anyway, middle, as I said, 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But we're not going to do that, right? Because we're going to do 9 by 7. And the reason we're going to do 7 instead of a 9 by 9 is because of the water runoff. Water will only run 8 blocks, which I'll show you. So instead, I'm going to make mine 7 wide. So that means I'm going to move it back for this top plot anyway. I'm going to have my water here and my slab here. And what I'm doing right there, you saw, see how I changed this like that without actually going to my inventory? That's called the pick button, or pick block button. And the way to make that work is, I'm just going to show you on Xbox, it's the same for everything though. You go to controls, and you go to pick block, right here. I have mine set up to pushing in the right stick. So if I want to change blocks and the block is in my inventory, all I have to do is push in my right stick and it changes. Pretty fancy. And we better go sleep real quick. Okay, so back to our farm. So what we did was we went 7 down. So we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm just going to trample these. So we know. All right. And then now the side, the wide and the width is still going to be the same. So we're going to get the max out of the width. So we're going to go 4 out in each direction. So that's going to make it 9 by 7. Now against this back wall, I'm going to go ahead and fill this in now. And then if you want to mark your corners too, you can. That way you know where your farmland is going to quit. I'm not going to plant anything at this point, but that way I've already got everything marked out. So along this back wall, I'm going to put some solid blocks. I'm going to use some mossy cobble for mine. You can use whatever you want. And this is going to be the back wall of our farmland. Okay, there's that. Now, what we're going to want to do is block the water initially. Since we don't have any pistons or anything like that, we're going to initially block the water right here, just like this, with some dirt. I know this is some fancy stuff here. Hey, but it works, right? So, block our water off. And then we're going to put some more dirt right here. And then our water will be housed right here. I'll show you how that works in just a minute. So for our second plot, we're going to end this here. Right here after 7 blocks. And I'm going to show you right now how this works. I'm going to go ahead and block this off so the water will only flow out that way. Fill our buckets back up. Okay. And put a water source right there. And as you can see, the water goes right here is our 7th block. It goes 8 blocks, so now it's going to fall off. And when it falls off, it's going to allow that to then flow another 8 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's how we're going to basically just use water clear from the top to control the whole harvesting of the farm. And we'll see how that works here in just a bit. Okay. So now I've got my 9 by 7 marked off. So I'm just going to go ahead, take out the dirt for the second layer. pick block, fill it in with dirt. There we go. Okay. All right. So now this one is going to be 9 wide again, but we're going to be able to go 8 long because our water will flow 8 blocks. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to have to be our halfway mark, even though normally you can make it 9 by 9, but like I said, we've got to go this way because of where we want our water to end up at. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's going to end right there on 8, and our width again is going to be 9. 1, 2, 3, 4 out. Or sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4 out. Same thing over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's going to give us our 9 by 8. Nine by 8. All right. Okay, so now we have our 9 by 7 and our 9 by 8 done. So what we're going to need to do is we've got to leave. I'm going to go ahead and mark this so I don't forget. We're going to need to leave a path right here, and what that is going to do is allow us to get in and out of the farm. So that's a must-have there. Actually, if you look real close, you'll be able to see where some editing magic. I forgot to do that the first time and came back and fixed it. So anyway. That means the wall's going to need to come out just a little farther here. And then what we're going to do is go ahead and make our side walls. So what I'm going to do is use some stripped birch and some oak. You guys go ahead and use whatever solid blocks you want here. It really doesn't matter too much with this farm. The way to get a block to go the way you want it to, see, since I put a temporary block back there and I click on the side of this block, the wood will face this way. If I clicked on the ground though, which is what I would have to do if I didn't put a temporary, it would go this direction. So since I want my logs to lay down like that, that's why I did that. Okay. Oh, a little crazy there. All right. Okay, brings us to the end. The end of our farm is actually right there. Oh, we've got that. We'll tramp this out. Maybe grass will grow in there before we're done. I can do path block all the way. Not that it really matters, but I like to be consistent throughout. So how I'm going to make the sides a little bit taller is I'm going to stand my oak on the end right here. And if you did want to strip a log, all you would do is take your axe and see there it says on my screen left trigger to peel bark, and you would just go like that and you'd have a peeled log. Okay, this is kind of reminiscent of the way the villagers do it. You know, they do the little log walls just like this on the edge of their build. So kind of thought I would go with that theme. Okay, same thing, temporary block, Start my birch wall. Now in the back we're going to have to do some work there. It doesn't really matter where you started at for now because I'll show you how to fill it all in. Right? Oh, there. Okay, there's that wall. See how that looks kind of, I really don't like that transition right there. So I think what I'm going to do on mine anyway, I'm going to bring the birch one more out and then bring this one more out. So then it doesn't break right at the ground. I like that better. Yeah, I like that better. Okay. And this already is that way because the way the dirt was messed up there. And we got an extra one. Nope. All right. So, now we're going to go back over here. There's those sounds again. Go back over here, pick block, grab our oak again. All right. As I said before, the water is going to start on top of this cobblestone in the back wall. What that dirt is going to do is hold the water back. So we need to make a row of dirt for our water to start on. Well, that's going to go right here, right behind my cobblestone, whatever you decide to use, right? Okay, so that we know our water is going to sit there. So that means you've got to build around. So I was using the birch. I'm going to continue with that model. Actually, I want my back log to go across this way. So start here with the temporary block, bring it down, and it ends right there. Over here and bust this, and it ends right there, right? Okay. Now switch to our oak logs facing up like so, around the back. Oops. Apparently speed building doesn't work for me this way. Okay. Guess I didn't need quite as many logs as what I said, but that's all right. Doesn't hurt to have a little extra. Planks, whatever it is that you used. So now we've got our water sources. And what we're going to need to do is put one in each of these 1x1 blocks. So here's one, and they got to go all the way across. What's cool about it is though, since we have this blocked off right now, once you have 3 in a row, you have another infinite water source, but it's only infinite. See that? It's only infinite if you take the one from the middle and it automatically fills back in. So you can skip one, and then now all these middle ones, 1, 2, 3, those are all infinite. Skip one right to here, thing, and boom, water's all calm. Infinite water sources all the way across. So we're going to do a temporary block right here to get in and out, and as long as you don't take the end one. That one's not infinite. Everything in between those two on the end now are infinite. So we can go ahead and fill our buckets back up. Right? We left our path right here. Almost done growing in there. Now we're going down to the bottom. And what we're going to do is make our trench that is going to help us harvest our garden here. So we're going to start here in this corner, right at the edge. That is our 8th block. Actually, I could have left out a path block. That back. Okay. Next one, right here. We'll start right here, at the edge of our garden. And we're going to dig a trench all the way across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Little cobblestones already there from creeper incident from earlier. And we'll dig one more down at the end. So basically we got a 9 long trench, one more at the end, and what that's going to be for is our hopper. So we put a water source here, it's going to go 8 blocks across, and then it's going to stop. And what's going to happen is, I'm going to show you how this farm works right now. That's what's going to happen. I'll give you a little preview. So say our crop's all ready to harvest right now. Ignore the path because that's going to change a little bit. The water's going to flow straight down. And it's going to reach the end of the garden right here. It won't be over top of our path later. Don't worry, we're gonna fix that. And everything is going to end up in a hole right here. That hole is going to have a hopper in it. So watch, if I would try to throw anything up here on the farm, it's going to go down, down. Same thing over here, down, and down. And that is how our farm works. So we'll go back up here. For now, fill our dirt back in. And that will shut the water off. So that's our water switch right there. The dirt. Now what we're going to do is block that last one off. Because like I said, we don't want water on our path. We're going to make that path into something a little better here in just a moment. Get our hopper out. And the reason you have to have a block to place it against is hoppers are directional. So if I would place it, I'll show you on the ground. If I would place it straight down, see that little nozzle at the bottom right there? That's going to go straight down. So it's not going to funnel into our chest the way that it's supposed to, because our chest is going to be beside the hopper. Now, if you want it to go into the side of something, you aim at the side of it, and now we look. See the nozzle? There we go. See the nozzle right there? I guess I could take this shield off while I'm building, can't I? Should have done that a long time ago. My bad. There we go. So, nozzle's going right into the wood. Just doesn't do a dang thing. But if we happen to have this chest over here, put the nozzle, well, we got to crouch because it will open the chest. If not, crouch. Place the hopper. See how it's funneling into the back of the chest? So, throw my sword in there. No, we're not. Throw my sword in there. Throw all the tools in. And see if they're in the hopper. Nope. That's because they are in the chest. Thanks, chicken. Thank you. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. And that's it. Now, if we did not do that correctly, and we happen to aim at the ground when we placed our hopper, here's what you would have. Here's what would happen. Sword. Okay. Now look, it's all still stuck in the hopper. So something else goes to throw in, or you go to throw something else in, nothing. It just bounces off. Doesn't want it anymore. See that? It's already full. It's jammed because it's not pointed at the right spot. Very important. All right, I think you got that. Okay, so point the hopper at the back of this cobble because that's where we want our chest to go. So you don't have to use a double chest, but since I have two here now, I'm just going to go ahead and place them both. You can see the nozzle there. We're good. Place one chest, two chests, open it up. Cool. Now we're going to need, since I did a double chest, it has to have what we call a transparent block over top of it. That means it can't be a solid block like dirt, because if it were a solid block like dirt, find dirt, there we go, the chest would not open. I'm spamming my left trigger. Nothing's happening, right? Okay, now let's make it a top slab, and the chest opens. So, to get to our chest, we want to make another hole right here. Right? A little stone there, it doesn't have to be. Take our trap door. And I'm going to face it this way, that way it doesn't get in the way of my chest when I go to open it. And there's the chest. Easy peasy. So this one also has to be open, so again, we're going to take a slab. We'll just do cobblestone. You can't really see this because I'm gonna bring my my wall down one more block here for you. So extend these walls down one more. Like this. And like this. Now we're going to take our walls, fences, whatever it is, our 11 pieces. One, go across here. If you don't turn there for no reason, God just did, you're going to end off right here. Now we can't jump in, right? No animals can get in, we can't get in. Alright, looks like it's going to be time to take a nap here. Only sleep at night. It's nighttime, let me sleep. Alright, take our fence gate, put it right there. Now, we need a way in and out of this place. What I like to do is put a solid block right there. Well, there already was a solid block there. It was called dirt. But either way. Oops. Okay, make a nice little entryway here. Now, from this point on, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to bump up our our path here one notch. And what that's going to do is keep us, we're going to be able to step into our garden, but not jump into our garden or out of our garden. As I was showing you before, you definitely don't want to jump, because that's just going to mess everything up. And who wants that, right? So here we're going to go a full block on the edge. And what that's going to allow is we're going to be able to step up to here without doing the same thing I was just talking about. Only problem is that would fall off. So let's not do that. Now let's not do that, because then you could fall off of that. We'll dig this block out like that, right? We'll do another slab. Then we'll go to a full block. And that's going to allow things to fall off onto our path. We don't want that either. No, we just won't be able to fall off right there. Okay. Only caveat to the whole farm: don't fall off this first block. It's a doozy. You fall off right there, and you gotta tear your farm up. So sorry about that. Not much else I could do there. All right. That, and we're going up, and then I would like to change this out to cobblestone, just to look a little nicer. We'll do a slab like that, and then you can run right up. Right, all the way to the back, form our dirt, put our dirt back, whatever it is you need to do there. Still gonna work. See that? So now, know if I like that slab though. I think we'll just start with that and then go. Get out of here, pig. We don't need a pig in here. Okay. Okay. That's it. Looks like we've got pretty much got everything in. We're going to test our hopper here. Make sure we have it going the right way. All right. Show you how to get an item out. Just I know we've already tested it, but that's a double check. Item comes out just fine. Close your trap door, and that's going to be about it. Before we start planting, let's go ahead and we want to take some torches and put on the walls here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. We'll skip 3 maybe. Put one down there. Doesn't really matter. As long as you've got some light going across the back or going across the walls, so nothing. You don't want mobs spawning on the walls and then falling into your garden. If you would happen to be around it at night, preferably you'd want to sleep right away. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You'd want to sleep. You'd want to sleep right away. So so no mobs came out and ruined your fun. So put it on 4. Skip 2. Skip 2. Skip 2. Yeah, it's gonna end up not working either way, is it? Skip 2, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, 4 in the middle. Okay, cool. That'll work. Or we can skip 3, leave 2 in the middle. How about that? Skip 3, leave 2 in the middle. Cool. All right. Second one down. There we go. Third one up. Right here. And fell off. There and there. Now we're all lit up. The only thing left to do is go ahead and plant. One cool thing about farming in Minecraft is crop rotation works just like in real life. So I guess the idea is that nutrients from one crop or that one crop requires is different than what another crop requires. So slightly different anyway. So what happens when you rotate them back and forth is you're not using up all of the nutrients that the one type likes. So I think that's how it works. I don't know. If it isn't, leave me a comment, tell me. But anyway, I just know if you rotate rows like this in Minecraft, they grow faster. But we don't have enough seeds for that. So we're just going to do one row of beetroot for now and do the rest wheat. Just to give you an example of how that works, so you drop in from right here. And it doesn't always work, but see that? We don't want that to happen. So you walk in from right here, half a step. You can run. Doesn't matter. Never going to mess it up, right? Cool. So that's it. Farm is built. Now we just wait, and you're gonna want to go ahead and take this block out too, so nothing walks in on you. Also, if you don't want your water source there anymore, you can go ahead and fill that in at this point. All right, well, I'm going to call that good enough, guys. I've AFK'd here for quite a while. As you can see, this farm is looking pretty much done. Just a couple pieces of wheat there that aren't quite finished, but it's going to be enough to show you how it works. So, just going to go ahead and dig out this dirt and watch it happen. You see everything's going down just quite nicely. We're going to have a couple of things that get stuck on the sides, but for the most part, pick those up. For the most part, everything's going to go. Nothing there. Everything's going to go down on the hopper, so I did go fishing a little bit there. So 3 seeds. 3 seeds got stuck. Everything else is going to our hopper. Yeah, we're not. We might have placed it wrong. No, it's going. Just takes it a minute. Let's say we definitely tested that out. Ever second guess yourself. So let me get up here so we can see this. Yeah. It's only going to take in, it gets clogged up with whatever, whatever's in it at the time. So it's only going to take, one item at a time. And now it's taking in the beetroot and the dirt. Everything's inside now. And it's going to funnel into our chest. Just those 3 seeds there. Now we'll watch the chest, and it's going to go ahead and just continue to stack those seeds up until they're all in here. We'll just let that filter through. We can get a nice count on what we have. In the meantime, we'll go ahead back up and go back up here and turn the water off. Unfortunately, the only way to do that, since we don't have any pistons or anything yet, is just bring the dirt back across. Not so hard though, right? See that? There we go. Perfect. Close the door. Okay. Now it looks like it's finished. Take our seeds. Beetroot seeds, our wheat, and our beetroot. So, I forget, we might have got 1 more beetroot seed than what we had before. Nothing major, but hey, it's all right. So, got almost 2 stacks of wheat, and possibly another stack of seeds out of that. We don't really need more seeds, but not for this farm anyway. Really, cow? Really? Thanks. We need more of that anyway. I'll beef up here. Beef up. All right, we definitely need to get this replanted. And like I said, it's not fully automatic, but hey, it does gather everything up for us, nice and neat. And we don't have to worry about jumping around and all that kind of stuff. Thought there was a lead salesman attached to that llama. No lead salesman, just a llama. All right, well, hey. Hey guys, that's going to be it. Thanks for coming out again. I think the next episode we're going to go ahead and maybe build a starter house, and then get working on that skeleton spawner. Maybe work on a skeleton spawner first. I'm not sure. I think I'm going to gather some materials and we'll get that starter house knocked out. And since we are in hard mode, we don't have to worry about, sleeping out in the elements. Well, sounds good. Don't forget to throw me some comments down there and see what you let me know what you think while you're down there. Just tap that subscribe button. Just real easy, nice and easy. You don't have to smash it like everybody else. Just give it a little push. Let me turn the bell on. Like the video. Come on. I'll see you next time. Peace out.